The possible resting place of Noah's Ark may have been identified thanks to a 3,000-year-old clay tablet preserved in the British Museum. According to the Bible, the Ark was a vessel that saved 2 of every animal species during a massive flood sent by God to purge the world of evil. And now, in a recent video on the British Museum's YouTube channel, curator Dr. Irving Finkel discussed the ancient artefact, calling it the oldest map in the world, in his series Curator's Corner. As a philologist and Assyriologist, Finkel examines the tablet's marks and inscriptions, including a brief description of the world's creation on its reverse, to illuminate what it reveals about the ancient flood story. Dr. Finkel, who authored The Ark Before Noah in 2013, a book decoding the ancient flood event and related artefacts, suggested that these inscriptions help bridge the shared Mesopotamian and biblical flood accounts. In the Bible, God instructs Noah to build a large ark and gather 2 of every animals to save them from a 150-day flood intended to cleanse the earth of sin. In the Babylonian version, however, a man named Utnapishtim takes on the task. In the words of Dr. Finkel, the tablet shows that the story was the same, that from the Babylonian point of view this was a matter-of-fact thing, that you would go on this journey and you would see the remnants of this historic boat. The tablet, known as the Imago Mundi, was discovered during an 1882 excavation in Iraq and has long challenged scientists and linguists to translate its message. The tablet displays a circular map with Babylon symbolized as a long rectangle surrounded by a bitter river, which ancient Mesopotamians believed encircled the world. Written on both sides in cuneiform, the oldest known writing system, predating Egyptian hieroglyphics, the tablet's text references 8 shapes that researchers interpret as mountains. A significant connection between the tablet and the legend of Noah's Ark lies in the word parsiktu, a term that is found on another Babylonian tablet describing a boat that survived the flood. The tablet's reverse includes a passage describing the journey to locate the Ark, referring to 7 leagues a traveller must cross to reach the parsiktu vessel. The map points to Urartu, an area in an ancient Mesopotamian poem, as the Ark's resting place, and equated with Ararat, the mountain named in the Hebrew Old Testament as Noah's Ark's landing site. Ararat's summit in modern-day Turkey has long been speculated as the Ark's location, a theory also explored by the research project Noah's Ark Scans, which is linked in the description, and provided these stunning images in a press release. Dr. Finkel explains that ancient travellers on their way to Urartu might have encountered the remains of the massive vessel. Biblical dimensions of the Ark, 300 cubits, 50 cubits by 30 cubits, about 515 feet long, 86 feet wide and 52 feet high, align with the site in Turkey, although researchers debate whether Ararat formed after the flood's date. In the video, Dr. Finkel asks, so what does this actually mean to us? He suggests that, while this is a map which would not encourage you to perhaps moat across Iraq today in a Land Rover, when it comes to operating beyond the limits of the known world into the world of imagination, it's indispensable. So, for the first time, we can pronounce with authority that if we were an ancient Babylonian, we would know where to go to see the remains of that wonderful boat." End quote. The information board next to the artefact in the British Museum reads, "This unique clay tablet records traditions from much earlier times and even refers to the flood story. The Babylonian world is shown in bird's eye view as a disc surrounded by a ring labelled Bitter River. The city of Babylon straddles the river Euphrates, which flows south through marshes to the sea. Inscribed circles indicate cities and areas within Mesopotamia in loosely correct geographical positions. Beyond the outer edge of the known world are the 8 triangular regions, the homes of strange or legendary beings. One is identifiable as the mountain where the Babylonian Ark landed after the flood. This lies across the water, far beyond the mountains of Urartu, Ararat in the Bible, on the very rim of the world. It lists the map as Late Babylonian, 700 to 500 BC, probably from Sippar, southern Iraq. So, what do you think? Was the Ark a physical boat that could one day be found? Is there any truth to the story of the Ark and the biblical or Babylonian flood myth? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and most importantly subscribe. And you can also support the channel on Subscribestar via the link in the description, or via YouTube's Super Thanks. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.